Hey, everybody, this is Alan Fine. I'm here with Marilyn Cairo, who you know is the Vice President of Global Sales for Premier World Marketing, which of course represents Charisma Hotels and Resorts, which of course represents a lot of five-star luxury all-inclusive properties, specifically Nickelodeon. And so we're going to talk about those properties here on Insider Travel Report. Marilyn, thanks for talking to us.
Alan, it's always a pleasure.
It seems to me that Nickelodeon and you guys are planning, you're like a bunch of kids hopped up on Halloween candy because you keep coming up with all this great stuff.
It is such a fun brand. It is so much fun. It's so much fun, Alan. I recently took, for agents that follow me on Facebook, my daughter wanted to go to the movies with her friend. And I said, what do you want to see? And she said, the Paw Patrol movie. And I'm like, what? My daughter's 13. And there's this nostalgic thing. She grew up on Paw Patrols.
A 13-year-old is nostalgic.
If you've, don't even get me started. If you've, heard me speak about Nickelodeon, I've always said it's a multi-generational brand and agents need to pitch it up and include it whenever they're quoting clients.
Listen, right away, let's talk about the things that are coming up right on the horizon. We've got Halloween, and we've got the Nick Jr. Friends event.
Yes, we're at the tail end of our Nick Jr. Friends event, which is great for the little ones because, they really don't have a back to school schedule. So it's a great way to, put in the Doras, the Blues Clues, and some Paw Patrol activities for them. Our Halloween activities for both Nickelodeon Punta Cana and Riviera Maya, especially in Mexico where, the whole Dia de los Muertos. So they've got a fantastic Halloween extravaganza going on. Not just for Halloween, it actually starts October 28th all the way through November 2nd, and it'll be at both properties. So you've got the characters dressed up in their spooky costumes, etc. So I'm really excited because we've taken this from ideation, just creating concepts, into a reality.
Well, we certainly have something that we're going to talk about in a moment, which is the holiday extravaganza. But before that, New Food and Slime Festival comes first.
That we just added this year because slime is such a fun element to the Nickelodeon brand. And it's the highest honor. Honestly, if you get slimed at the resort, who doesn't love food? Not to mention, Charisma was built on the gourmet inclusive concept. So what a perfect opportunity to showcase our creativity on site with our food and beverage team and turn it into a festival throughout the whole month of November. So it's a great opportunity for those that are getting away for Thanksgiving. There's more than just the holiday celebration. You can now get crazy and creative with the food.
All right. So then moving past Thanksgiving, you've got the big holiday coming up. Tell us about the extravaganza.
We do. Our next seasonal activation will start December and it runs through mid-January, because remember that in the Latin American countries, their Christmas is a little different than the US. They actually have the Three Kings, which is the first week of January. So I mention that because it's important. There are travelers out there that like culture, not just the culture that we come from, but the local culture. So we want to make sure that we incorporate the local culture as well. So with our holiday extravaganza, there'll be Christmas parties, there'll be holiday celebrations, there'll be photo op opportunities. Again, the characters have a different experience. The food and beverage plays a big part of it as well. So I really love it. Not because it's the holidays for us, but because we've also taken and embraced the Three Kings, which is very synonymous both in Mexico and the Dominican Republic.
This is at all of the resorts?
Yes, this will be at both Nickelodeon Punta Cana as well as Nickelodeon Riviera Maya. Now, I do want to mention, we just introduced something that has nothing to do with these activations. And it's a unique dinner experience. Because if you sell Nickelodeon, we have character breakfast. Most places that have themed or characters will have some form of a character breakfast. We took it up a notch and we introduced the Turtle Power Dinner at Nickelodeon Punta Cana. So what do the turtles eat? Pizza. So we've taken over one of the restaurants at night, and it's literally a celebration of everything the turtles love. Of course, there's photo op opportunities. Now, that's exclusively at Nickelodeon Punta Cana. On top of that, we've taken Nickelodeon Riviera Maya with a pajama jam dinner. Who doesn't like eating dinner in their pajamas?
Right.
So they've done their own version. And, that's what I love about the experience with us is we don't want to be cookie cutter. So while each resort will fall under the same activation, to have that dinner experience, they're not going to copy paste from one to the next. They each bring something different to the table because we want to give travelers a reason to come back and try out each of the resorts.
Now, speaking of Punta Cana, you've done some renovations there.
Ooh, my gosh, 2024, get ready, travel agents, because that resort is elevating to a different extreme. So we actually have right now, our water park is doubling in size. We're putting in more slides that are going to be geared towards older kids, adults. We have a Paw Patrol restaurant coming to the water park. So that right there says a lot. Now, when we take it to the resort side at Nickelodeon Punta Cana, we are introducing a Snick Lounge, which is a multi-use lounge with a bar inside for the parents. It's got arcade games for the kids, a great place to relax and let the whole family enjoy. We're also adding a restaurant dedicated to Avatar. And this speaks to the older teens or young adults with the Airbender Avatar. I know my 20-year-old loves the character. And then one of our coffee shops is reimagining itself into a sweetery that is themed by Garfield. Now, Alan, Garfield is our generation. So again, when I say that Nickelodeon as a brand is multi-gen, it is multi-gen. We just got to let the kids we have inside come out.
Yeah, but I mean, Garfield is so approachable for any age.
Yes.
I guess when you're exposed to him, you're in love.
Yeah, so I'm really excited because I know at the resort, I've seen the renders. We're about to release some of the renders within the next 2 to 3 weeks to the travel press. So it'll be an exciting opportunity for us to showcase what we've been seeing internally, but to share it with the agents now because we have big goals to achieve in 2024, especially with Nickelodeon Punta Cana. Hint, hint, agents, I need your support.
Gotcha. Plus, and we'll talk at the end about how they can come and see.
Yeah.
But now, brag a little bit. Magellan Awards, a lot of them.
Yes. We've had over 8 different Magellan Awards. 3 of them were dedicated just to the Nickelodeon brand. When we talk Nickelodeon Punta Cana, that hotel earned overall Best Family Resort Hotel Gold category, as well as luxury 5-star for one of our presidential suites, also gold category. Now, one that I'm personally excited about is we won for a live installation activation with our Summer of SpongeBob program as a gold award recipient. Why am I taking that one personally? Because in 2020, I started harping on we need to create a campaign for Nickelodeon. And I pitched for a whole year, Alan. I knocked on the door and pitched Summer of SpongeBob. Our team internally, marketing, design, operations, sales, took it, developed it into ideation, ran with it. Paramount approved it. And this is now our 2nd year with Summer of SpongeBob. So, to say it's an award-winning activation, I'm very, very proud of that one. And it's well-deserved because let me tell you something, what the resort does is magical.
Well, and I've said this before, this is multi-generation, but it's also because of charisma, it's 5-star luxury. And so you get to go and your kids are happy and the adults are happy. And you can count on that quality across the products.
Absolutely. And one thing that we will be doing a lot of next year, especially with Nickelodeon Punta Cana, is fam trips. We want agents to see it. We want them to come down. We're also dabbling into maybe mommy or daddy and me fam trips so that the agents can experience the trip through the eyes of their kids. It's a whole other world when you can photograph your kids and then share that experience with your clients. And you know what, Alan? A lot of travel agents are super savvy on social media nowadays. I mean, some of the agents that I see recording their own videos while we're doing site inspections, they've got the equipment, they've got the angles down, they've got their pitch, carved out. I'm really impressed with the way travel agents have evolved on social media.
That's great. So let's finish this up by giving them ways to reach out. I mean, a lot of them know you, a lot of them don't. Where should they, what URL should they be using?
charismahotels.com is the easiest. If they want to know who their sales representative is locally, we have a website, charismatravelagentscom. It'll take them into the travel agent portal. We have recorded webinars. If they want something done exclusively for their agency, we can do that as well. every tour operator, and I can rattle them off, but I'd be afraid to forget one of them. But every tour operator throughout the US and Canada has fully supported us with Nickelodeon, and they are ready as well. So I want to thank the tour operators as well as the agents for embracing the growth of the brand and really understanding that 2024 is a big year for Nickelodeon Punta Cana.
Marilyn, thank you for telling all this. I wish you the best of luck. I love the product. I love everything Charisma does. They do it with class. I look forward to all IP relationships that they develop in the future. I can't wait.
Thank you, Alan. Always a pleasure chatting with you. And remember, anytime you want to come down and get yourself slimed, we'll be waiting for you.
That's such a great offer. I may take you up on it. And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.